Here's how our conversation goes in an evening. And I think I learned something then, but it might have been that I forgot it over the years. So I didn't know that was called a rag joint, because Danny said to me, we're trying to figure out how the steering column, he's made it shorter, and I want to see what he was doing. So he said, what'd you say about the rag joint? How do we start that conversation?
How do we get to the rag?
How do we get the rag? Oh, I said it has the steering column. If you're shorting it, what were you shortening? And I can't move my arm fast enough. And I said, well, can you stroke the shaft right there? But then they're the injections for if you got in an accident, she'd collapse, so they're no good. So then we went to, you said she moves up and down on a rag joint. And I said, what the hell's a rag joint? And then you said, well, that there's a rag joint. And I said, I never heard of that called a rag joint before.
Oh, the rag joint's
and
down
you said,
there.
yes, that you and Dad always called that, or you said, Father always called that a rag joint.
Yeah.
So move it for me now while I'm holding the phone. I was like, how does that allow for the steering column to be able to move up and down? And I said, I can't see how that will give you enough movement when you're hitting bumps and stuff for that to shorten and lengthen.
Oh, well.
So I don't know if anyone else has ever heard that called a rag joint before. That'll be interesting to say. But also, where did we say the slip joint was? You said that this part here
has a small slip joint in there.
And it goes in. Where's the part you had in your hand in?
The cup. Right there.
And that what goes in that. Now that's old and whatever. Okay. But like I said, I wonder did I forget that or I just never knew it. I'd say maybe I'll learn something. What year's the truck? Will I lay it there?
Yeah. Truck is an 86.
She's an 86. Alright, because I was thinking something down here would have let it shorten or lengthen, but there's nothing there to that. It's just solid.
Yep.
And there's your other ones for if you got in an accident. They've been on shelves forever. Like, don't give you much movement. But I guess if you're impacting the steering column in an accident, every little bit of give a big
Yes, but there's also another one. This one also has cross in it here. This center shaft right there. That one.
Yes, the shaft itself, Yeah, when I teach a steering column, we go through every little bit of that. So what else were we saying? The rag joint was to that. Where did we go from that?
That's it. Rag joint to the small slip joint into the column.
Yeah, I don't know what else we were saying about it. Oh, and then we were talking about, started out with that.
About the wrong...
started out with your...
Fuel rail.
I said the fuel rail looked high, but you said that's in the Corvette intake.
That's Corvette intake. It's a pickup fuel rail.
And what do you got on the little orange little filter there? What'd you do to that? I remember something about
They're filters, they're crankcase filters, crankcase vent.
Oh, you got the other one on too.
Yeah.
I wasn't here when you did any of that.
Till I figure out what I'm doing with it. Because I don't have her recirculating back and she's just sucking clean air.
Yeah, I remember all that part. And that's how our conversation started out, looking at that.
There's still lots of stuff to upgrade on here.
Yeah. And what did we say? Oh, I knows what I wanted to say. Show me this piece here. So you were shortening her, and we already videoed that a little bit.
Cut this off 2 inches right here.
Yeah, so it was out to there, yeah.
And then this was a 3-on-the-tree shifter.
Yeah.
Which means 3-speed standard.
So the lever, and I was like, well, Daddy, why did you leave the lever? Because it's cool to leave. It'd be almost cool to shift up there.
But she already has a shift on the floor.
So there was a shifter there.
Yeah, so I sawed off the big aluminum knob, part of this.
Yep.
And bonded a piece of metal to the inside.
Yep.
And then just did the body work on the outside, so now...
Yeah, but like I thought that's crazy. You didn't do nothing with that because that was always round and circular.
No.
I said, how could you? But there comes the body man side of you. So what did you put in there?
That's a piece of metal.
Yeah, but how'd you put it in there?
I grinded one thing. The aluminum.
So you had to cut. The hole was there.
Yeah, the hole was about there.
Yeah.
But the aluminum was thick enough to countersink a piece of metal and bond it in there.
Yeah.
So I ground out the aluminum, countersunk the metal, and just did the body work over it.
See, I wished I had to see that part because when you countersinks a bit of metal, my version of doing that and yours would have been 4 holes and riveted a piece of metal on there.
No, it's just a rectangular piece of metal with the exact same size hole countersunk in about halfway through the aluminum.
Yeah.
Because the steel is only half the thickness of the aluminum.
Yeah.
and made the piece the exact same shape and just banded it in so it was flush with it.
So you can feel that now it's perfectly round.
Yeah.
That's correct. How long did we get that?
That there took about an hour.
1 hour.
For this piece here, yeah, it didn't take long.
I figured you were 2 or 3 nights at that.
No, that didn't take long.
For something that looks like nothing.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
oh my, you're something.
Oh, I'm something alright.
You something. Now what? Now what are we going at? The next question I always says, is it? What are we at now, Danny? Well, and then you did the... So we'll see what that looks like at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Clyde Frazier opened a fucking bar, restaurant in New York City.
Oh, where's your steering column?
Remember we saw him looking at the Temptation? Oh, yeah, when we sat courtside there. So, Paul, that's what I'm saying. You guys know what it is. New York City loves a nerd quarterback. Yeah, quarterback right now is some dude. You got Eli.
So you're shortening the steering column.
I took the shifter hole out of it,
Yeah.
filled it, and shortened it 2 inches there,
You know what he looks like? He looks like
and then shortened the shaft.
I know he knows how to tie.
Where's the shaft to out of it?
Shaft is right here.
He really does. That's what I love about him. I love that he wore Dr. tucked in his shirt.
And where'd you shorten it to?
Just compressed it on the joint.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it has a slip shaft.
Alright. And just to be the beginnings of your console.
Listen, his legacy is definitely hurt by his face. I said that on Good Morning Football.
And it'll go in there. Covering up your hump. It's too dark in there. Let's see it. Too bad you can't start her.
No, I can't. No, I don't have ignition. Other than that, I put it.
I said, you're kind of lucky.
Alright, we'll have to wait for the sound, I guess. He's right there on the camera.
I just fix it that every once in a while.
You weren't planning on doing this, or what were you going to do?
I just came out to do whatever.
Oh yeah, but you had to do something with that there. What to do with the light?
Oh yeah, we got some more on this.
Oh yeah.
See how it
There's
fits.
always a...
I'll show you how it fits now.
Well, I can picture it, so I just seen where it
Yeah,
goes.
what
Because
I
I said to
do
you, why would you get rid of the hump?
Because this needed body work done, so it's got to be really firm. So I had to. You're not videoing that. Yeah, so I had to make it strips and round it, but then take it all back apart, peel it, screw it back together. So now I can do body work on it because that's one piece now. There's no, right?
PL, your best friend.
Yeah.
Alright,
So,
let's see.
now
Then I'll video the after sometime when I don't remember.
So let's see if it fits in there. Now it might or might not. I might have to pull the console up.
My oh my, well you don't be
Yep.
not my version of one, this say.
I said, you want to see how I got my shifter done?
That's not what you said.
Oh, I said, oh, you want to see my shifter?
I just wonder if you could say it seriously twice because you really were serious. But then when I questioned you, what did you say? I saw your console. Oh my God, sure, Danny, why don't you go with the wood grain look?
Yeah.
So you laid it in there.
So, more pieces.
I'll tell Tim that he needs to look at your little video.
Let's see if you. Oh,
The
there
Hearse
you
shifter
go.
looks
Here's
blurry. When I put the light right there, the Hearse shifter is
blurs.
just blur.
Here's a little.
What's that? Here's a little what?
Look how my shifter.
Oh, that's what I want. I forgot that what you did there. Oh, I'm laying it over you. All right. So
I can pull
see what I'm
this piece
saying with
up.
the light? Just look at my video. Okay, there you go. Maybe if it needs to be back behind the camera.
Yeah.
Needs. What's the version of this iPhone? It's like the oldest one ever. From your sister's hand-me-down. Alright, so you got your shifter there, and what do you got rigged up there, Danny boy? What size wrench is your shifter?
That is a 7/8.
7/8 wrench. Going again there. I deleted a couple more videos from attachments from I don't know where. So, oh, I fell in. So what you say with this pile?
Oh, it's just part of the junk, the dash,
Yeah, we don't
cluster.
know.
Well, this is really no good. So,
It's no good.
no, I need another cluster.
What do you need another cluster?
Most stuff don't work in this. It's just in her
So what are you
shape.
gonna put in there?
And that's
How
a
much would
base.
the cluster be, do you think?
You don't want to know.
Come on, tell me.
Cluster's about, I'm going to say about $900.
$900. And what's gonna be different about it?
Difference is it'll read off of an electronic speed sensor.
Yeah.
So
right
you'll
now
have
you got it already, but it's not going to
now.
dash.
Yeah, I got no speedometer now because
Yeah.
that's a mechanical cable.
What about your steering wheel? You're not happy
Steering-
enough with your
oh
steering
yeah,
wheel?
I like steering wheels.
Let me
No
see it.
steering wheel.
You like that?
Yeah.
You're alright with that?
Yeah.
I know, I got them old clusters at work.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
all
just
Alright, so then what else? What's the computer, or is that is there an
that's just
amplifier?
a
or something?
stereo. So that's fine. But then there's this part. I'm gonna repair this.
What do you mean repair it? Why?
Well, it's after being cut up over the years.
Yeah, I didn't know what look you're gonna go
So
for. Sure, the wood on that matches the wood right there.
there won't be any wood on that anymore.
Alright, what else can you show us?
No, it's really.
That's the only bit of green left to her.
Yeah, that's the only bit of green left.
She was green like that everywhere.
Yeah.
Till I spray painted her for you.
Yeah, so you painted her.
Right? I
Yep.
painted her for you. I painted, look at the lick of paint I put on this. Can I take claim for that? Let's see. That was a COVID paint job, wasn't it?
Yes, she's the COVID.
Yeah. And what a lick of paint I put on her. Holy dines on some good.
Well, she's 6 inches lower on the back.
Let's see where Kim painted. Oh, that's where he let me put. Oh, way down there, then he let me put paint on. Yeah.
And she's lowered 5 inches on the front and 6 on the back.
Uh-oh. 5 inches on the front.
And
Oh, and
6
I
on the
forgot,
back.
I probably was supposed to be videoing like this all along.